and welcome to UUCC, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Canandaigua. We are a group of spiritual free thinkers who gather to celebrate life, build community, and better the world. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. I'm Karen Alvarez, your worship associate for this morning, and our service will be led by Brandon Steele, possibly with an assistant. Welcome back, and thank you to Scott Wright for providing music for us this summer. This service is also being live streamed to our YouTube channel. We plan to continue with hybrid worship services, so you can join us each week here in person, on Zoom, or later on YouTube. If this is your first visit, welcome. We invite you to sign the visitor's book in the entryway. And whether it's your first visit or your 1,000th, we are glad you came. To help us better connect with our friends watching from home, please turn around and give a wave to the camera. At the end of the service, we will invite our friends on Zoom to turn on their cameras and return the wave. I have a few announcements to share with you today. If you have a joy or sorrow to share, please fill out the card on or near your chair. We invite you to bring them forward and place them in the basket after Scott rings the chimes and begins to play. You can also come forward to drop a pebble into the water if you have a joy or sorrow that you prefer not to share. So now we get to announcements. Next week will be our second Sunday potluck after the service. We invite you to bring a dish to share, but even if you forget, or if you're visiting, you're welcome to stay. We always have enough for everyone. Naples Pride Celebration will be Saturday, July 26th from 1 to 6 at Naples Memorial Town Hall Lawn, 135 North Main Street, Naples. A Dinner in Rainbow potluck will be at 5 p.m. You can find more information, including a full schedule of events and a link to donate at naplesnypride.com. I have a few additional announcements for the good of the community. We will be having a board meeting this Tuesday. Usually it's the first Tuesday. Got messed up because of 4th of July holiday schedule, so it's going to be the second Tuesday, 7 p.m. on Zoom. If you have any questions, concerns, things you think should come in front of the board, please let me know. And then starting in August, we will resume with our first Tuesday. We will be having our very successful last year Christmas holiday craft sale again coming after Thanksgiving. So those of you who get a break and slow down time for summer, craft away. We can always use it. And lastly, we're going to be having a social justice kickoff once we return in September. Sorry, I forgot my prop. If you can, have a look at Social Change Now, A Guide for Reflection and Connection by Deepa Iyer, I-Y-E-R. If you can do some prep work in here, there's a lot of kind of getting to strengths and weaknesses and organizational structure and those types of things. So that would be great. Are there any other announcements for the good of the community? As we prepare to be fully together, I remind you to silence your phones and devices. We now enter a space of worship, and now is the time to bring forward any joys or sorrows or come to drop a pebble. I invite you to join with me in our chalice lighting words as the flame is lit. We gather this hour as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning in celebration of the life we share together.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to read a few words of opening for you. This morning, as we come together, I'd like to share with you these words from Marilyn Sewell. Come into this circle of love and justice. Come into this community where we can dream and believe in those dreams. Come into this holy space where we remember who we are and how we want to live. Come now and let us worship together. Please rise as you are willing and able to join in our opening hymn, number 12, in the grave hymnal. O life that maketh all things new. All right. I'd like to deliver our first reading for the day. These two readings that I'm going to share with you are important to me because as a child in middle school, these are literary works that were influential in my own life and upbringing. I loved to read as a child. They had a point system, and every book you read, you could take a test and get points, and I think by the end of the school year, I had the most points out of the class. So reading is something that I enjoy even now. I do audiobooks all the time. And these authors are, their works are known throughout the world. This first author is J.R.R. Tolkien. He had an interesting life that he lived. He fought in World War I and saw some very difficult times, a lot of hardship. And this is a clip, a quote taken from Lord of the Rings, an excerpt. That is that interaction between Frodo and Sam as they're trying to do an impossible task. And in some ways, we can compare this to our own lives and those things that seem so difficult and so challenging. It's all wrong. By rights, we shouldn't even be here, but we are. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were, and sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad has happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing, the shadow. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I understand. I know now. Folk in those stories had lots of chances to turn back, only they didn't, because they were holding on to something, that there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for.
Now is the time in our service to join together in the spiritual practice of generosity. Our gifts of both time and money support our church in its work. Each week, we would like to spotlight a group or a committee and thank them for their gift of time. This week, the group is the Social and Environmental Committee. It's led by Laura Wink. She's did so much last year, and we are working on putting together a schedule and a plan for this coming year, which will kick off in September. If you want more information, you can reach out directly to Laura Wink, or we meet after service on the fourth Sunday of every month. Except for the summer. But you can still talk to us. 1/4 of our plate collection for the Justice season will go to Justice for Migrant Families, a 501c3 nonprofit agency that promotes justice for migrant families by providing support to individuals in the federal detention facility in Batavia. Information and resources to families in the community and advocacy both within and beyond the local community. You can give to this morning's offering by placing cash or a check into the basket or by one of the options on your screen. Please make a note that your gift is intended for today's offering. We now gratefully accept the offering. So for joys and sorrows today, first I would like to share that Melissa and I this week had the amazing realization that if we brought all our things to church to go to the beach, we could go right after. So we're really excited for that today. And also, I want to share the joy of a new puppy named Pearl. So I will drop a stone for these and all the joys and sorrows left in the silence of our hearts and that Lovis trying to share. Whatever is in your heart today, we are with you. Please say it with me. We are with you.
I'll now lead us in a responsive reading. We are the promises we make to one another. We will
Recognize the inherent value of each person.
We will
Foster a community of compassion and caring for all.
and we will.
Engage respectfully in disagreement.
In the service of the values that unite us.
Thus do we covenant with each other and with all.
Now we will share in a time of silence and meditation. Of course, by shared silence, we mean the absence of grown-ups talking. So let us get comfortable in our seats. Maybe the children among us would like to lie down. They already are. Wherever you are, let your breathing slow. Your eyes fall closed. And take a few moments to just be. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. May the silence we hold together continue to bring peace to our hearts. As many of you know, I did not grow up in this part of the country. I'm from Idaho originally. I grew up in a conservative faith in Boise, Idaho, and much of that informed the way I view the world and think, although I somehow found myself here after a few decades. This next literary work is one that was, as some say, and for the younger kids, it was kind of a spicy choice. This author is Philip Pullman, who wrote his Dark Materials, which is some see it as a counter to C.S. Lewis and his Narnia series. It's an interesting work, and I enjoyed it when I was in 7th and 8th grade. So it stuck with me throughout this time. And this is a combination of information from this series, as well as some words from Martha Durkee Newman, entitled Hard, Brave Choices. Will, who is the character, considered what to do. When you choose one way out of many, all the ways you don't take are snuffed out like candles, as if they'd never existed. At the moment, all Will's choices existed at once, but to keep them all in existence meant doing nothing. He had to choose, after all. Philip Pullman in The Amber Spyglass. Martha says, when I was a youth, the young adult fantasy series by Philip Pullman, His Dark Materials, was an important source of spiritual guidance for me. Something I love about being a Unitarian Universalist is drawing sacred texts from places such as the shelves of the middle school library. In the final book of the series, when one of the young protagonists has a decision to make upon which possibly the fate of our world and the next hangs, before he decides, he evaluates his options as if they are lit candles arrayed before him. The short passage read before returned to me recently when I was faced with a hard, brave choice. I saw all my options in front of me as lit candles, waiting there for me, representing different things, different paths, all looking particularly enticing, bright and shiny, glittering, and some maybe a little frightening, and all of them on fire. Before I chose, when all my options were still in existence, I felt attached to all those candles. I didn't want to choose and snuff out all of my other options. Eventually, however, I made my choice, but I still grieved the candles that I had to blow out. This is a year in which hard, brave choices will be required of all of us. Our world is changing. So much is in flux. Increasingly, we are faced with questions and decisions about our money, our time, our place in history, how we act, how we don't act, what matters, what we give our attention to, and what kind of world we are building. We cannot afford to linger in front of all the candles aflame in front of us. We have to choose, just as Will did. It takes moments to blow out the candles of the roads we will not travel. But in this moment, our task is to find the courage and lift it up. Lucky for us, we have each other. We do not have to do this alone, and on the other side of that decision, we can travel forward together with our own remaining candle to light the way, united. So come and find me, travel alongside me, bring me your courage, because Lord knows I don't have enough on my own. Together we can blow out the candles of the roads not taken, and we can go forward side by side. Spirit of discernment, be with us as we make the hard, brave choices that lie before us. Help us to know that when we lean on each other, our shared courage infinitely grows, and we can move alongside one another into the world to come. And now please rise in body or spirit and join in our closing hymn, 145, in the gray hymnal, as tranquil streams.
Please join me in our words for extinguishing the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.